schools. My name's Janet Barresi. I'm the State Superintendent of Public Instruction. This has been indeed a very tragic and difficult week for Oklahoma, but as always, Oklahomans will come back in full force. First and foremost, I want to thank all of the wonderful volunteers and rescue workers, particularly those that have been working tirelessly, particularly at the Plaza Towers school site. We appreciate them. We appreciate their sensitivity and all of their work. I also want to talk about the courage of all of our teachers across the state, particularly those in more public schools, especially in Briarwood and Plaza Towers. Our teachers are courageous every single day in their work with our children. They face the challenges of serving all of the needs of the children who come to them from a variety of backgrounds. But Monday afternoon, they were the most courageous than they have ever been. I can tell you they did not think twice about giving those children first consideration, at doing what they could to help those children, particularly at shielding them with their own bodies, literally. On behalf of Oklahomans, I thank them for that. They're our heroes. Their valor cannot be overstated. At the State Department of Education, we are here to fully support the recovery and rebuilding efforts of more public schools. There are some things that we're working on, including helping the district designate a communications team to facilitate the dissemination of vital information to parents, students, the media, and the general public. Tomorrow, I will recommend to the State Board of Education to waive the school district's reporting requirements and the remainder of their required instructional days under state law. That is so Superintendent Pierce and her team may concentrate on recovery and rebuilding efforts. One of our vendors has graciously offered to provide tips for parents, teachers, and adults to guide conversations and comforting our children after the storm. We have some of these flyers we can distribute to you, but it's around the acronym of HUG. Hug your children often, understanding, help them understand what has happened, and good. Please focus on the good with your children. We're also coordinating with the American Red Cross, and our office building at the Hodge Center at the Capitol is now a collection site for donations to the American Red Cross. We have hallways and hallways now packed with water, diapers, hygiene items, everything that's been donated. It's quite inspirational to see it, and all of our employees are excited about their opportunity to do something. Indeed, we have two employees at the department that were directly affected by this tragedy. This summer, I'm designating the State Department of Education as a drop-off site for teacher and student school supplies for all of the districts that have been affected by the recent tornadoes. Not only have lives been lost and impacted, but the materials that teachers use and have spent their entire careers collecting have been destroyed. And these are things that make their classrooms very special, warm, and welcoming places for students. I'll be asking for input about this supply drive from the Moore School District teachers that I'll be visiting with in just a few minutes. I'll conclude with just once again saying that our thoughts and prayers are with all of Moore, particularly those who lost family members. It is indeed tragic. We are, as Oklahomans, as educators, continue to be resolute in our focus on the task at hand, resilient within a spirit of thankfulness for what we do have and the many blessings we have as a state, and committed to rebuilding our community and our schools. And with that, I'm going to be needing to leave, so I'll just take a couple of questions. Yes, ma'am.
Were any teachers killed?
Right now, to our information, I do not believe any educators themselves were killed. They were injured. There were some educators that actually put themselves in harm's way to save children.
What do you think about safe rooms at schools? What needs to be done?
You know, we have actually been discussing this for quite some time. Indeed, our large state meeting this summer actually has 3 sessions, and it's around safe rooms, supplying information to school districts throughout the state. We will continue in those discussions. I know that we appreciate the fact that the legislature appropriated dollar bills for the discretion of Governor Fallin to help reimburse some of those costs, some of the district's costs around rebuild or doing safe rooms. When you get to visit a school that has safe rooms in it, you are very encouraged. I had the opportunity to go to Norman Public Schools in their new Reagan Elementary and see the safe rooms built in each of the pods and hear how it's just simply minutes before they can fill up the room and seal it off with children. It's quite inspirational. Choctaw Nakoma Park has that in their middle school as well. And so this is definitely something that I can tell you will great deal of attention. I look forward to working with community members, municipalities, county officials, as well as the legislature and the governor to see what we can do to directly address this issue.